Greetings, thank you for surfing Safari and stopping by. Okay, so I thought I would bring you all to back out of the appliances for a while. I think we've been doing way too much of that. We were meant to be doing a video of the Hotpoint 9530 today, but unfortunately I had to do some other washing before I could do the load I wanted, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Right, so as the title explains, yes, this is some latest additions to my music collection, really. It's not just vinyl, it's one or two things in there that aren't vinyl. So I thought I'd bring you guys into that for a bit, so I can get a bit more from the other audience. Okay, you know, of Motown and you know, well, whatever else. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to present to you. I said I'll try and give my most known knowledge of what the album is about or whatnot. If I do get it wrong, please correct me, but do correct me in a nice way. You know, you don't need to come on there and be nasty or anything and say, oh, you don't know anything. I'm not saying anyone's ever said that. I'm just saying you can get people that do say that. Anyway, let's start off with an album that I have been looking for quite a while. Well, who else is it? But none other than the Supremes. Or this one is listed as Diana Ross and the Supremes. Actually, this album is just meant to be Merry Christmas to the Supremes. This is their Christmas album released November 1965. I cannot remember. Oh no, it's actually today it was released. November the 20th. Bless you! Sorry, Mum sneezed. This is actually what's today? November the 20th. Yeah, November the 20th, 1965 then. This features their Christmas songs, and it's got a very cute, rather cute picture of them in Christmas hats. And of course, Florence Ballard, Diana Ross, Mary Wilson. I just love Florence's smile. I don't know what it is about her, but she's got a very nice smile. So you have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, children's Christmas song. They got a video of them doing that live on, was it Hullabaloo? I can't remember what they did it on. They have done that on it's not the Ed Sullivan Show, no. Little Drummer Boy, not really a fan of that song. Not anything to do with the Supremes, but the one by, I think, is it Bing Crosby and David Bowie. There's quite a sad story regarding the Moore's murders. Not going to go into detail about that anyway on here. Born of Mary, White Christmas, Silver Bells, My Favourite Things. That's a song that I tend to listen to quite a lot of theirs. Twinkle Twinkle Little Me, Joy to the World, My Christmas Tree, Little Bright Star, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This song is what they play all over the radio here. I've been through Westfield last year, and I guarantee around Christmas I heard it 3 times in a row. I remember at that time I was just getting to know what the Supremes sounded like when you would hear them. And I heard this high-pitched voice, and I was like, there's only one girl I know that would have that voice, and that's Diana Ross. And I thought, well, it sounds like the Supremes, because I can hear backing singers. So yeah, it turned out to be them that were playing that. Yes. So that's that. And on the back, a lovely picture of them in black and white on a like a toboggan or a sled. So it tells, yeah, produced by 1965 Motown Record Company, corporation site, and it even says here, the Detroit Sound, which it very well is. We'll have a look inside, shall we? I laugh I was given the wrong record. I was given that once with my I Hear a Symphony album. Well, apart from a little bit of dust, that's actually in really good condition. Call me picky, but I'm quite annoyed that it says Diana Ross and the Supremes. I actually went searching the place for the Supremes one. But as I said, I like to have different variations of things in my collection. Oh, how silly. You can see how much I paid. I paid £10 for it. Yeah. The guy that had it, he kept it for me, and I just said I'll look around. But anyway, yeah, that's that. Okay, next one on the list is this. 7-inch... 45 RPM vinyl, TM1116, Diana Ross and the Supremes, In and Out of Love, B-side, I Guess I'll Always Love You. This is actually the first picture sleeve I've actually got of this. Oh no, I've got 2 other picture sleeves that I got before. Today at this record fair, the London Music Mania in Olympia, at the Olympia Exhibition Centre, no other place apart from this one stall in the middle had picture sleeves. It just said Tamla Motown. I saw this, and of course, if you know me very well, I only get things, like, you know, this, I've got these songs on my phone and everything. I'm not saying I won't listen to it, but I don't get them for listening. So I just get this for the picture, because of course Florence is on this one. They're in London in this picture. That's those outfits that are on the Bit of Liverpool album. I call them the schoolgirl or cleaner outfits. She's holding an umbrella there. So Diana Ross and the Supremes. In and Out of Love is the last song to feature Florence ballad on. It was recorded April the 20th, I think. Well, it was April 1967, and she was obviously kicked out 1st of July 1967. I Guess I'll Always Love You is actually a song by, oh, I can't remember who it is now, but it's on their the Supremes Sing Hollandosia Holland album. Detroit Sound. This is the next one that I'm after, because Nat in Colour features them in the fuchsia pink dresses, so it's slightly orange. And that's TM1103. And that's another one. I think they had that one there today. But I bought 3 of these, and the guy charged me 60, but he said for me you can have discount because of 50. Yeah, I just told him I just get it for the pictures, basically. So yeah. That's, hang on, before I do that. So this is actually coming in like a little sleeve like this. The others don't. This one requires a little attachment. I got it on my vinyl player. Nice colour though. In and Out of Love. That is like, apart from being scratched around there, it's actually really good. 45 RPM. And there it is. I Guess I'll Always Love You. This is actually a German pressing, which is why this one was quite expensive. This is my first actual foreign pressing of anything in my albums here, because I haven't got, the only other one that I haven't got that isn't from UK is Where Did Our Love Go. Yeah, so I've got that. Okay, moving on. Next one is another Supremes. This one is Come See About Me, Always in My Heart, and this is actually, sneeze. Sorry, it's all the dust on the records. This is another German pressing. Same photo shoot as the one before. I'd seen this one posted by my good friend on Instagram. We all know her, Florence Glenda Ballard. She posted this picture, and I wanted this album for so long. This is CBS 1636, because it is CBS Records. Come See About Me. That's their 1964 hit. Always in My Heart. I think that is off, I don't know actually where that one's from. Always in My Heart. Oh, it could be off Hollandosia Holland, isn't it? I don't know much about where that one's from. But yeah, it's got more stuff in the back you can get. Okay, this brings us to our final Supremes, final EP of the Supremes, or single. Okay, this one is Go 4-594. This is a, I can't remember if you said it was, oh, this is a Holland, this is a Dutch pressing. Solely bought for the picture on the front. They're in the red chiffon dresses, I think they were called. I can't remember what they were called, but I really love this shoot of them. I think Mary really looks good here too. And this has Stop in the Name of Love, their 1965 hit, and I'm in Love Again. That was also 1965 and was featured on More Hits by the Supremes. And obviously it's very nice font. I like the way they put the Supremes. I think they're clicking like that, or Diana's like, I don't know what they're doing. Diana's got that swirly sort of wig. I can't really see it, but I know it is because I can see the bit there. This more opens like a book about what I think someone's done. They probably just cut it down the side. It's obviously it's meant to be like that really, and open the top. But yeah, it's got an orange sort of label to it. Supremes. So yeah, I've got a little like disc thing that will go in the middle and that can attach. But I'm not really too fussed about playing these. I've heard all the songs really. I just get these for the picture on the front. That's why it's a bit of a bad thing really. But when people buy me records of the Supremes, there's always a problem people have, because if you've noticed something with all the albums that I have, barring one or two, they only ever feature the original Supremes. That's because I only like the stuff with Florence on it, because she's the original Supreme. So if it doesn't have her on it, I certainly don't want it. Like, there's a bit of a funny story. My uncle Greg, who's got me a lot of these records, I told him about, you know, who to look for, and I showed him pictures of Florence. He went out and got Diana Ross and Supremes, Talk of the Live at London's Talk of the Town 1968, and I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, plus the Temptations, and it had Cindy Birdsong in it. So I'm looking to try and trade them with someone for something with Florence, and I'm going to put it on eBay though if anyone wants them. Okay, moving on then. Right then, we've come away from Detroit, and we have now gone a little further up north, probably a little bit northeast. I don't know, northeast. And we've resided in the town of California, or California, as a certain group have referred to it. And let's just say, all summer long, I have been looking for this album. I think you know who I finally am featuring on this channel. It is none other than my favourite male vocal group, the Beach Boys. Okay, this is an album that I have been looking out for ever since I became a fan of the Beach Boys last year. All Summer Long by Capitol Records, CP7141. It features I Get Around. Okay, I've got to look on the back first, but yeah, I love the cover on it. Yeah, this is actually a surprise with this one. It's a stereo version. Notice something about that? It's a Japanese pressing. See, made in Japan. Yeah, so we're going to be, I can't wait to listen to these. So we have side one, I Get Around, then we've got my favourite song, All Summer Long, Hushabye, Little Honda, We'll Run Away, Carl's Big Chance, oh, that's probably referring to Carl Wilson, Wendy, Do You Remember, Girls on the Beach, Drive In, our favourite recording sessions, be interesting to hear about that actually, Don't Back Down. And apart from a couple of light scratches, it's in pretty good condition. Oh my god, I did not even realise this at the... I didn't even realise it at the record fair. It's actually a red one. Whoa! Now that is something else. You can see that cool pattern that it forms. Wow. Oh wow. I am really, really pleased about that. My favourite Beach Boys album. My favourite Beach Boys song. And it's got a I don't know what they call that actually. Wow. Moving on. Okay, next one. Well, I'll be driving to you in my little Deuce Coupe. I don't know the song very well, I just know that very first opening line. This is another one by the Beach Boys, Little Deuce Coupe. It's actually referring to this car on the front. So we have by Capitol Records, ST 1998. We have on here Little Deuce Coupe 409, referring to the Chevrolet 409, Ballad of Old Betsy, Shutdown, Our Car Club, Cherry Coupe, Spirit of America, Custom Machine, Car Crazy, Cutie, A Young Man Is Gone, Be True to Your School, No Go Showboat. It's a bit torn at the bottom, but this was in the £1 like box that you get, so I found myself really happy about that. I just realised something. That's featuring David Marks on that one. I think it was that Al Jardine's temporary replacement. They got that on there. But yeah. Hot rodding too, look at that. Makes you quite sad reading that. Because it's just like, I wish I could been around when it was like that. And summer. And then it's got my other album I'm looking for, Surfing USA. I like, they're their first ones. Yeah, let's have a look at the condition of the record as well. Right, there's no record sleeve in that one, so I have to be careful of that. Couple of scratches here and there, but it's not too bad. I've got Supreme's one that's in worse condition than that, and it still plays. Yeah, I like the little spectrum like rainbow it's got around it. Okay, that's that. Moving on. Right, well, this was the very first vinyl that I picked up on today. It is another one of the Beach Boys, All Summer Long. Different cover, because this is by Music for Pleasure. I picked this up for £1. No, £2 for this one. I paid, was it? No, this was the £1 one. The other one was £2. This is actually the same, but you know, as All Summer Long, what you just saw, but it's a different, you know, pressing. And I really love the picture on the front. I'd never really explained to you guys my thing of the Beach Boys, really. Okay, so I'm going to do my knowledge. Bruce Johnston, Mike Love, Al Jardine. He's my favourite. Al Jardine is my favourite out of all of them. Carl Wilson and Dennis Wilson, because Bruce Johnston replaced Brian Wilson, I think. Now, as far as my knowledge goes on the Beach Boys, it's pretty damn rubbish. Like, I just know the members' names, that I don't really know too much about their life or anything. It's not like how I know about the Supremes. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Because Brian Wilson went on to focus on his solo career, I think it was. But he still did tour with the group in 1965. He came back because I think his last appearance on TV was when they did Barbara Ann. Yeah, Barbara Ann. Oh, they had something. Oh no, I've already got one with Barbara Ann. I have, yeah. And it's on the back. Yeah. It's the same. Oh, sorry about that. I can't remember the Beatles a bit when I see that. It's here, 1965. Oh, sorry, 1964. So my eyes go, I'm half asleep. Yeah, wow. Just reading about that. As I said, if you want to pause that, no problem. MFP 50065 in stereo. All my Beach Boys ones are in stereo, which are good. As I said, my knowledge for the Beach Boys goes absolutely bad. I'm still learning though. Okay, last one next. Well, this was the one that I was on about that isn't to do with vinyl. This is actually like a magazine and a picture of the Beach Boys. Now I know you're looking at it thinking, bloody hell, has he actually got an autographed picture? Well, it is autographed, but it's been photocopied. I don't think it would have been £25 or £20 if it had been autographed officially. So we have Bruce Johnston, Al Jardine, Carl Wilson, Dennis Wilson and Mike Love. And then we got this here. Ah, I recognise this picture. That's the one I uploaded the other day on Instagram. I really think Al Jardine is so good looking. I think he's the best looking member. There's a lot of people like Carl Wilson though, and Brian as well. We'll have a look at this. There he is on the right. Yeah, if you haven't gathered it already, I shouldn't really be mentioning it on camera, should I? But oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, right. So there's Brian Wilson on top. There. He was pretty good looking as well, I think. Brian Wilson, Mike Love, Al Jardine, Carl Wilson, Bruce Johnston, and Dennis Wilson. Is that Dennis Wilson? I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be. They're not in the same. I don't know what. That's a very cleverly done picture, though. I like that. No, hang on. How has that been done? He's holding a picture, isn't he? I think Brian is holding a picture of them. Well, that's really well done, actually. Yeah, because he's on it in his house or something there. And there's someone there. Wow. There's two people there. I don't know. That's a really interesting picture, actually. The swinging sounds. That's like the monkeys. How the monkeys did their. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying. Oh yeah, I've got that. There we are. Beach Boys Pet Sounds. I want to get that on the 50th anniversary. That's out on 180 gram vinyl. And God only knows. I tried to sing it there. God only knows what I'd be without you. But I'm going to frame that and put it. I'm going to frame these and put them like side. Put 2 frames. I have a spot for where the Beach Boys are going to go on my wall because that's all my stuff now. They're going to go there. Because if you haven't noticed on this wall, there is actually a reference to the Beach Boys. There. Anyone know what the reference is? We'll figure out what cars they are first. They're Ford Thunderbirds. 2 songs the Beach Boys mention these in. They mention Little Deuce Coupe, but the main song is Fun Fun Fun. You know, and she'll have fun 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 till her daddy takes the T-Bird away. And this was put up back in 2013 or so. So I had this up all this time. I didn't realise it was actually referencing a Beach Boys song. So the pictures of the Beach Boys will go beside. But yeah, that's my current update with the pictures. There's Diana Ross, Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard. And basically I'm side to side with Florence there. November is about Berry Gordy Jr. because on the 28th, next Monday, it's his 87th birthday. I'm going to be putting these albums up there. Yeah, so we're expanding. We're getting bigger, guys. But if you haven't figured it out already, I basically do have a man crush on Outdoor Team. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that, really. But nah, not better than Florence though. So I was just thinking about my next addition to any vinyls. I was thinking of getting some Mary Wells because I do like her, First Lady of Motown. But apart from that, I don't really know anything else. I just wanted to do this. You know what I mean? It was I wanted to do something that wasn't just about appliances, and I wanted to put some. I've got a vintage 1970s trouser presser you might have just seen next to the Care Bears. I'll be doing that soon. But yeah, so let me just announce to you guys something very special that has happened actually. Something I have achieved something in life that, you know, it's not being married. That camera leg's gonna go right. I don't know how many of you people know of my fans that know that I do this. You might have just seen what I was holding there. But sorry if the camera's tilted. The leg on this side is like gone. But I actually do martial arts, Taekwondo. I've been doing it for the past 7 years, since October 2009, since I was 12 years old. Quite lately I achieved something, hang on, and I'll get you my old one. So this was the belt I had been for quite a while. This is a first cut high red belt, or black tag as they call it. Yesterday I went to Southampton to do something. I went to do my first dan black belt grading. And unfortunately, guys, I need to tell you that I am now officially a first dan black belt. It still hasn't registered with me that I've got this, but oh my gosh, if I could tell you guys everything that happened on that day, it was yesterday. I mean, it's a sign to show you that you can achieve your dreams. Sorry if it's cutting off my head. You can achieve, you know, nothing is impossible, but you got to work for it. My next thing is getting a job now, you know, eventually getting around to being an appliance engineer for Miele. That was, you know, my next thing. It's to get back into all that. So yeah, it just shows you, guys. But yeah, it's a big achievement. I just wanted to announce that on air. Yeah. So yeah, I won't take up too much more time. So if you want to ask me anything more about it, yeah, feel free to. And I'll just say, guys, look, as always with my videos, there's always the rule. you know, if you're gonna say something about if you're gonna say something about, you know, the members of the groups and everything, you're free. You know, feel free, but you know what my rule is: keep it nice, or you know, you'll be blocked and just have your comment removed, basically. I don't want to have to be doing that to people. You know what I mean? I'm quite strict with what, you know, like if you're, like I know there's, aside from the, you know, the usual thing about Diana Ross and whatnot, and, you know, like there's people who argue about Diana and Florence and everything, I don't want, or Berry Gordy, I don't want to hear any of that rubbish. I'm on about, there's apparently, for some reason, I've seen it on all Beach Boys videos, apparently Mike Love is getting a lot of hatred. I don't know why, I don't know what he did wrong, but as I said, there's no reason that people should be hating him for. So, you know, I don't want to see that, oh, Mike Love is this, Mike Love is that. You know, please, guys, you know, it's not a place to fight or a place to do that. It's a place to appreciate this music, and I don't want to have to be removing people and whatnot. It's not my thing. So, anyway, I don't want to keep going about that. Well, I'm going to have to change my ending phrase quickly just for this one, aren't I? I'm just looking to see what I can use. I think I know what I'll say. So just remember, guys, now anyway, thank you very much for watching this. Tune in tomorrow for the video of the 9530. Finally a solo video of it, because I haven't done one for like 3 weeks or so. So anyway, guys, remember, keep it supreme, go with the flow, and it's now time to shut down.